Hi everyone! So for today's video, i-run through ko kayo sa steps ko when I do my VAT relief. Iba-ibang system, iba-ibang approach, pero basically, you have to know ano ba yung required, o yung basic talaga information kailangan mong mag-gather para maka-create ka ng VAT relief. Okay? So, mangyari dito is, this is high level. Siyempre, iba sa inyo, iba sa akin kasi I'm using QuickBook Desktop. But the thing here is that, may idea kayo, kailangan pala yung ganun, alright? So, very quick lang to. There's a more detailed video on how I'm doing it using my QuickBook Desktop, alright? To guide you also, to give you an overview. Ibang system nyo, maaari ibang approach. If you do manual, this could help also, alright? Okay, first, I have to ensure that I have a vendor database. Okay, so I have to extract all vendor data from QBD. Okay, QB Desktop. Every month kasi nagdadagdagan ng vendor, so I have to update it. Okay, so when I update it, I have to also identify ano ba yung nature of transactions ko with that vendor. Is it goods? Are they providing goods? Or are they rendering services? Kailangan din yun. So I have a separate video for this one. Second, in QB Desktop, I have to extract all output tax na post ko for the period, for the month. Ang suggestion ko ngayon, similar with percentage tax quarterly filing, ginaya nila for VAT. Pero between the two, napaka-tedious gawin ng VAT. Ang daming requirement. So, if you will going to adhere with the quarterly reporting of VAT, ang suggestion ko, monthly, mag-prepare na kayo. Then, ilalatag nyo lang yun sa worksheet nyo. So, I also have a worksheet like that. So, yes, you have to extract output tax from QB Desktop, extract input tax from QB Desktop. And when you extract it, you have to massage the data. When I say massage the data, in your file, you have to put information like, ano ba yung transaction na yun? Are goods ba yun? Especially for input tax. Services ba yun? Then you have to match it with TIN, with address. So, ka-required yan when you key in doon sa data entry natin, sa relief VAT, okay? And then, part din doon, you have to pull out also from your records, ano yung mga purchases not subject for VAT. Nire-report din yun. So, not all purchases that you transact with your suppliers are VAT. They are all not VAT taxpayers or VAT enterprise. May mga non-VAT. Kung non-VAT yon, kung VATable ka, tas non-VAT sila, hindi ka makaka-claim ng input tax. Kasi you can only claim input tax from VAT taxpayer. Kaya magkakaroon ka ng purchases not subject to VAT. Alright? So, meron yan. And then after that, na-put together ko na yon, then I have to put the data in my VAT template. Alright? I put that one. And then, when everything is good, na-identify ko na ito yung output tax, meron na siyang TIN, may address na, or input tax, may TIN address na, ano ba yung type of transactions, services, or goods, then I have to enter them sa VAT, sa relief data entry. It will help me. Dapat meron talagang worksheet. And then I have to validate on a monthly basis kasi nga quarterly ang enough namin. And then if walang error, then I have to submit it online. And then of course, if walang error yung validation, time for me na to prepare the form 2550 and then submit that online, okay? And then yung ginawa kong validation, I have to e-sub that, submit via email, diba? And then once I submit that, I need to get confirmation from that submission na tama yung aking in-entry. Alright? So basically, that's the high-level steps. And in my succeeding videos, I'm going to show you how I was able to come up with each of these steps. Ano yung mga output ko. Alright? So see you in my next video.